I will invite Dr. M.C. Dileep Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Shree Shankar, University of Sanskrit, to please be on stage and discuss this.
Respected resourceful resource persons, academicians, and dear friends. It is indeed a great privilege to me to open this session. The role of research-based education in strengthening knowledge society. On behalf of Shree Shankar, University of Sanskrit, Kaladi, I welcome you all to attend this session. Research is an activity based on intellectual investigation and has the purpose of discovering, interpreting, and revising human knowledge and experience on various aspects of life. So it is not related to a single point in any area, human or otherwise another area of human activity that is based, there is scope for research. It is crucial for the overall development of human society as the economic paradigm undergoes a change in the globalized world. Future economic progress will increasingly be a function of the intellectual capital that a nation can create. According to the National Knowledge Commission for India to be globally competitive in the 21st century, a critical factor would be our ability to harness our knowledge potential. With 550 million people below the age of 25, our human capital is our greatest asset. To be utilized this burgeoning potential, the country needs to knowledge-oriented paradigm and focus capacity and quality building in the field of education. The potential is tremendous, but the task of realizing it is daunting too. The 5 key aspects of knowledge in this context are enhancing access to knowledge, reinvigorating institutions where knowledge concepts are imparted, creating a world-class environment for creation of knowledge, prompting applications of knowledge for sustained and inclusive growth, and finally using knowledge applications and efficient delivery of public services. Globalization and the changing world economy are driving a transition to knowledge-based economies. In particular, developing countries need knowledge-based economies not only to build more efficient domestic economies, but to take advantage of economic opportunities outside their own borders. In the social sphere, the knowledge society brings greater access to information and new forms of social interaction and cultural expression. Individuals therefore have more opportunities, in particular in and influence the development of their societies. Knowledge societies are identified as societies based on the creation, dissemination and utilization of information and knowledge. It is a society with an economy in which knowledge is acquired, created, disseminated and applied to enhance economic and social development. Knowledge societies shall be distinguished from information society that emphasizes amount of information available and accessible. It emphasizes technology, ICT, knowledge. Societies are identified as societies where information is used and applied in various fields for education, innovation and development. The knowledge society must include all citizens and all at the same time provide the most favorable environment for innovation and knowledge production. The well-being of societies and of its citizens are two sides of the same coin. The interdependence of individual behavior and the societal context with collective goods and infrastructures can be considered a decisive framework for an inclusive knowledge society. Welfare systems, health determinants, and high-quality healthcare services are some of the important elements of this context. Knowledge is a positive driver for growth, but it can also be a new mechanism for inequality and social exclusion. The concepts of human, social and cultural capital can be related to studies of the knowledge society and uncover new relations as basis for developing models and joint actions are summarized. As social capital refers to the institutions, relationships and norms that shape the quality and quantity of a society's social interactions. Social capital is not just the sum of institutions which underpin a society, it is the glue that holds them together. Social capital consists of the stock of active connections among people, the trust, mutual understanding and shared values and behaviors that bind the members of human networks and communities and make cooperative actions possible. In a rapidly changing world, the success of nations, communities and individuals may be linked more than ever before to how they adapt to change, learn and share knowledge. Although the evidence on social capital is less developed, reflecting the novelty of concepts in economic and social science, there are a number of empirical studies which suggest potentially important linkage between human and social capital. Research-based education for knowledge society is related to quality research is fundamental for generating intellectual capital necessary to survive and sustain economic growth and prosperity in the competitive global markets. It is widely recognized that there is a shortage of people engaged in the academic and industrial research in the country. As we move towards a knowledge society, reviving research culture in all established institutions of higher learning is necessary. High quality research in different areas of science and technology is critical to productivity, efficiency, quality, cost and new products and services for achieving long-term competitive advantage. In addition, domain expertise in all frontiers of knowledge is essential for the overall progress of society as a whole. Academic reforms and better infrastructure should be hand in hand with nurturing and sustaining a research environment. Dedicated researchers involved in direct training of the students at the undergraduate and graduate level create a greater impact. These reforms include academic mobility, resource sharing and research-based education. Even in the developed countries, it is fully accepted that long-term investment in education and increased spending on R&D is necessary to maintain the lead in cutting-edge research. This is even more relevant in India today. At the same time as striving for greater influx of people towards research careers, institutions must ensure that the research undertaken matches global quality in the relevant field. In addition, the graduate programs should be continually reviewed so as to make them vibrant, challenging and internationally relevant. In the modern context, there is a crying need for a healthy and enlightened cooperation between private industry and academia, which replaces the existing feelings of doubt and mistrust. While industry should recognize that support for education is beneficial, universities should take cognizance of the changing needs of private enterprise in planning new courses. This could be achieved by meeting private-public partnership in universities, industry-academia interactions, promoting collaboration and investment in education and research. So coming to this area, I wish to share certain points. Actually, the research is going on in universities or colleges is mainly for getting a PhD degree to enhance the name of a particular person. So the research-based education is not confined for getting a research degree. Actually, the University Grants Commission or other agencies are providing much fund for research activities. There may be then different types of research activities that can be carried out with the help of certain organizations, but whether it is beneficial to society as a whole, that's my question. If a research is going on and finally a result is coming out, it must be beneficial to society at large, otherwise there is no meaning for research. Simply a search for knowledge for the benefit of the researcher is not the benefit to the society, so it should be beneficial. Interdisciplinary research should be operated. Otherwise, it is very difficult to move because all the aspects are connected with different types of areas. We are not able to link on a particular topic or a particular subject that is relevant in the case of chemistry or otherwise physics or otherwise astrophysics or something like that. But in generally, all these things are interrelated, so the progress of interdisciplinary research is necessary. And at the same time, if we are spending some amount for research activities, the output should be shared by the other people, the common people, otherwise it must be suitable to the government of India and state governments for policy decision making. Otherwise there is no benefit. How many PhDs are produced from a university? There is a question. So there will be 300, 400 or 500. Then from that, how many research outputs are creative and it is beneficial to society, or otherwise it can be done through the help of public-private participation, because this seminar is arranged by the group. So they are ready to share the global energy with universities and colleges. So in this area also, sharing and caring of these two groups, private groups and public participation and government participation, is inevitable to decide a new model for research. Otherwise, it may be a customized one, it may be a traditional one. Research is going on, so a topic may be selected, there will be some methodology, and finally, a product may be there, whether it is useful to society, whether it is beneficial to the community, whether it is beneficial to the human being at large. I wish to submit these points in front of you for further discussion, and I am expecting your cooperation regarding this, and wish to place my record of gratitude to the organizers for giving me an opportunity to present this topic. Thank you.